Have you ever felt like you're on a journey, but you're not quite sure where you're headed? Like you're wandering through life's winding paths, searching for something that feels like it's just beyond your reach? Well, you're not alone. In fact, that feeling of uncertainty, that quest for purpose, is something we all experience at some point in our lives. But here's the beautiful thing: that journey of self-discovery, of finding your purpose, is what makes life truly remarkable. Today, I want to dive deep into this topic because, let's face it, in a world filled with distractions and noise, knowing who we are and why we're here is more important than ever. So buckle up, because we're about to embark on an extraordinary adventure together. Throughout this video, we're going to explore the profound significance of self-discovery and how it can illuminate the path to a more fulfilling life. We'll uncover practical strategies, share inspiring stories, and perhaps even uncover some hidden truths about ourselves along the way. So, whether you're feeling lost in the chaos or simply seeking a little extra inspiration, this journey is for you. By the end of our time together, I hope that you'll walk away feeling empowered, enlightened, and ready to embrace your own unique journey of self-discovery. And without any further ado, let's kick it off. Self-discovery isn't just about finding out your favorite color, your go-to karaoke song, or merely your likes and dislikes. It's about diving deep into the core of who you are, what makes you tick, what sets your soul on fire. Think of it like peeling back the layers of an onion, minus the tears, hopefully. It's about unraveling the complexities of your personality, your beliefs, your values, and your dreams. It's about shining a light on the parts of yourself that you may have overlooked or underestimated. Now, why does this matter? Why should we bother embarking on this journey of self-discovery in the first place? Well, finding your purpose isn't just some fluffy concept reserved for self-help books and Pinterest quotes. It's the secret sauce to living a life that feels meaningful and fulfilling. Picture this. You wake up in the morning with a sense of excitement, a spring in your step, because you know that what you're doing matters. You're not just going through the motions, you're living with intention, with purpose. When you align your actions with your purpose, something magical happens. You feel more fulfilled, more alive. Suddenly, the mundane tasks become opportunities for growth. The challenges become stepping stones toward your dreams. And the setbacks? Well, they become valuable lessons in disguise. So, my friend, if you're ready to peel back those layers, to dive deep into the depths of your soul, you're on the right path. Because the journey of self-discovery isn't just about finding yourself, it's about creating yourself. And trust me when I say it's the greatest adventure you'll ever embark on. Let's get real for a moment. The journey to self-discovery isn't all rainbows and butterflies. In fact, it can feel more like navigating through a stormy sea with no compass in sight. There will be moments of doubt, moments when you question everything you thought you knew about yourself. There will be roadblocks, detours, and unexpected twists that make you want to throw in the towel and call it quits. But here's the thing. It's in those moments of struggle, those moments of uncertainty, that we truly grow. It's when we're faced with challenges that we discover what we're made of and what we're capable of. Let me share a little personal story with you. There was a time in my life when I felt completely lost, as if I was wandering aimlessly through the fog with no sense of direction. I had dreams, sure, but I had no idea how to turn them into reality. I had a typical 9, 9-to-5 job, but each day I went to work, I felt as though I was being drained of something. And every time I stumbled, every setback I faced, it felt like I was taking 2 steps backward. But you know what? Those setbacks? They weren't roadblocks. They were opportunities for growth. Each challenge I faced and each obstacle I overcame brought me one step closer to discovering my purpose. So if you're feeling stuck right now, or you're facing challenges on your own journey of self-discovery that make you feel as though you're in a loophole where everything has become monotonous and boring, know this: you're not alone. And more importantly, you're capable of overcoming anything that comes your way. So embrace the journey, my friend. Embrace the highs and the lows, the twists and the turns. Because it's in those moments of struggle that we discover who we truly are and what we're truly capable of. Take a moment to pause and look inward. Self-reflection and introspection may sound like fancy words, but they're really just about taking a little time to get to know yourself a little better. So, here's the deal. I want you to grab a cozy blanket, maybe a cup of tea or coffee, no judgment here, and find a quiet corner where you can just be with yourself for a while. Now close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. Feel that? That's you, right there in this moment, fully present and alive. Now let's dive a little deeper. What are your values? What do you hold near and dear to your heart? Maybe it's kindness, integrity, or creativity. Take a moment to jot down a few words that resonate with you. Next up, let's talk passions. What lights you up? What gets your heart racing and your soul singing? Maybe it's painting, writing, cooking, or dancing. Whatever it is, make a list of all the things that bring you joy and fulfillment. And finally, let's talk strengths. What are you good at? What comes naturally to you? Maybe you're a great listener, a problem solver, or a natural leader. Take some time to acknowledge your strengths and celebrate what makes you uniquely you. Now take a look at your lists. These are the building blocks of your purpose. Your values, passions, and strengths are like the ingredients that make up the recipe for your life. So, as you go about your day, keep these lists close to your heart. Let them guide you, inspire you, and remind you of who you are at your core. And remember, the journey of self-discovery isn't about finding all the answers right away. It's about taking one step at a time, trusting yourself, and embracing the beautiful messiness of it all. You've got this. Now, let's venture into the concept of exploring opportunities in relation to self-discovery. For starters, it is important to point out that exploring opportunities isn't just about jumping into something that you perfectly understand after researching and collecting information about it. It's about diving headfirst into the unknown and embracing the adventure that lies ahead. It is all about stepping out of your comfort zone. Yeah, it can be scary as heck. But here's the thing. Growth doesn't happen in the cozy confines of familiarity. It happens when we dare to push past our limits, when we dare to try new things and embrace the unknown. So I want you to think about it like this. Imagine your comfort zone as a cozy little bubble, a safe haven where everything feels familiar and predictable. But here's the catch. Nothing truly remarkable ever happens inside that bubble. It's when we muster up the courage to step outside that bubble to try new things that we truly come alive. Maybe it's signing up for that online course you've always been curious about. Or perhaps it's taking a solo trip to a place you've never been before. Whatever it is, I want you to lean into that discomfort and embrace the unknown. Because here's the beautiful thing about exploring opportunities. You never know what you might discover. You might stumble upon a hidden talent, uncover a new passion, or even stumble upon your purpose in the most unexpected of places. So, my friend, I encourage you to take a leap of faith. Say yes to new experiences, new challenges, and new adventures. Because it's in those moments of uncertainty, those moments of exploration, that we truly come alive. And who knows? You just might find that the purpose you've been searching for has been waiting for you right outside your comfort zone all along. As you seek to discover your purpose, expect to face these 3 challenges: fear, doubt, and societal expectations. These are like the gatekeepers standing between us and our dreams, whispering doubts and insecurities into our ears. But here's the thing: these obstacles, they're not roadblocks, they're just detours on the path to greatness. So I encourage you to roll up your sleeves and tackle them head-on. First up, fear, that nagging voice in the back of your mind telling you that you're not good enough, not smart enough, not worthy enough. But guess what? Fear is just a bully disguised as your inner critic. So the next time fear comes knocking, I want you to look it square in the eye and say, "Not today, fear, not today." So, whatever it is that you have to do it. Even if you'll do it afraid, just get it done. Next, let's talk about doubt. Doubt is that sneaky little voice that creeps in when you least expect it, planting seeds of uncertainty in your mind. But here's the truth. Doubt is just fear dressed up in fancy clothes. So instead of letting doubt hold you back, I want you to lean into it. Use it as fuel to prove those doubters, including yourself, wrong. On to the 3rd challenge, societal expectations, the silent killer of dreams. Society loves to tell us who we should be, what we should do, how we should live our lives. But here's the thing. You don't owe anyone an explanation for being true to yourself. So let go of those expectations, those shoulds and supposed tos, and pave your own path. Now, I'm not saying it'll be easy. In fact, it'll probably be one of the hardest things you ever do. But here's the kicker. You're capable of overcoming anything that comes your way. You're stronger than you think, braver than you know, and more resilient than you could ever imagine. If only you could believe in yourself. So the next time you find yourself face to face with fear, doubt, or societal expectations, remember this. You've got what it takes to conquer them all. With a little bit of courage, a dash of determination, and a whole lot of heart, there's nothing you can't overcome. So go ahead, embrace the challenges, defy the odds, and show the world what you're made of. You've got this. Finding your passion. Finding one's passion is like uncovering buried treasure, except the treasure is already inside you, just waiting to be discovered. So how do you go about finding your passion? Well, it starts with curiosity. The fact that you want to know your passion is a great sign, as it shows you're already curious. What makes your heart skip a beat? What gets you out of bed in the morning with a smile on your face? Maybe it's painting, gardening, cooking, or solving complex puzzles. Whatever it is, pay attention to those moments of joy and excitement. They're like breadcrumbs leading you toward your passion. Next, I want you to experiment. Try new things, explore different interests, and see what lights you up. Don't worry about being an expert right away. It's not about being the best. It's about enjoying the journey and learning along the way. After discovering your passion, what's next? Purpose. When you find something that truly lights you up, something that makes you feel alive, that's when you know you've found your passion. It's like a fire burning inside you, driving you to pursue your dreams with unwavering determination. But here's the magical part. When you align your actions with your passion, something incredible happens. You start to feel a sense of purpose, a sense of fulfillment that goes beyond words. Suddenly, life isn't just about going through the motions, it's about living with intention, with passion, with purpose. Take me, for example. I discovered my passion for writing and storytelling at a youthful age, and let me tell you, it's been a wild ride. But every time I sit down at my keyboard, every word I write, I feel like I'm tapping into something bigger than myself. I feel like I'm living out my purpose, one sentence at a time. Writing does not feel as work and hassle for me, as I believe this is what I was meant to do. This is how I impact the world and become of substance. So follow your heart as well, chase your dreams, and never settle for anything less than what sets your soul on fire. Because when you find your passion, when you discover what makes you come alive, that's when you'll truly start living. Let's talk about personal philosophy, those guiding principles that shape who we are and how we show up in the world. They're like our moral compass, pointing us in the direction of our true north. A personal philosophy is a set of guiding principles that we live by. It influences everything from the words you say, to the steps you take, to the items that you will and will not consume. These guiding principles are not just words on a page, they're the foundation of everything we do. So when it comes to finding your purpose, it's crucial to align it with your values and beliefs. Think about it like this. Imagine your values as the roots of a tree, anchoring you to the ground and giving you stability and strength. And your purpose? Well, that's like the branches reaching up toward the sky, stretching toward your highest potential. When you align your purpose with your values, something magical happens. You start to live with authenticity, integrity, and passion. You start to show up in the world as your truest self, unapologetically and unabashedly. But here's the real kicker. When your purpose aligns with your values, life takes on a whole new meaning. Suddenly, every action you take, every decision you make is infused with purpose and intention. You're no longer just drifting through life, you're living it with purpose, with passion, with meaning. Take me, for example. One of my core values is authenticity. I believe in being true to myself and others, even when it's hard. So when I discovered my purpose in writing and inspiring others, I knew it was a perfect match. Every word I write, every message I share is a reflection of my values and beliefs. I encourage you to take a moment to reflect on your values and beliefs. What matters most to you? What do you stand for? And how can you align your purpose with those values to create a life that's truly meaningful and fulfilling? When you live in alignment with your values, the possibilities are endless. After aligning your purpose with personal values and beliefs, it's now time to stop dreaming and start doing. Dreams don't just fulfill themselves. You have to put in some work. Taking action is where the rubber meets the road, where dreams become reality, and where magic happens. So, here's the deal. I want you to grab a pen and paper or your favorite note-taking app and get ready to make some magic happen. Because the first step toward achieving your goals and dreams is to get crystal clear about what you want. Start by setting SMART goals: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. None of that vague, someday I'll do this stuff. I'm talking about concrete, actionable goals that you can sink your teeth into. Next, break those big, scary goals down into smaller, more manageable tasks. Think of them as stepping stones toward your ultimate destination. Each step you take brings you one step closer to your dreams. Now let's talk about creating a plan of action. It's like plotting out your journey on a map, complete with rest stops, detours, and scenic routes. Take some time to brainstorm different strategies and tactics for reaching your goals, and then commit to taking consistent action every single day. You'll have to stay motivated to keep pushing. Motivation is like a fickle friend who shows up when they feel like it and disappears when you need them the most. So, how do you keep that fire burning, even when the going gets tough? It's all about finding what lights you up, what gets you excited to jump out of bed in the morning. Maybe it's listening to inspiring podcasts, surrounding yourself with positive people, or visualizing your success as if it's already happening. And remember, my friend, progress, not perfection. It's okay to stumble along the way, to veer off course, to hit a few bumps in the road. What matters most is that you keep moving forward, one step at a time, toward your dreams. So, what are you waiting for? The world is waiting for you to unleash your brilliance, to chase your dreams with reckless abandon, and to create a life that's beyond your wildest imagination. So go ahead, take that first step. Your future self will thank you for it. Change and growth. Growth and change are inevitable parts of life that catalyze self-discovery and personal transformation. Think of growth and change like the seasons. Just as the leaves change color and fall to the ground, so too do we evolve and shed old versions of ourselves to make way for the new. Change can be scary. It can feel like you're standing on the edge of a cliff, staring into the abyss of the unknown. But here's the beautiful thing. Growth happens outside of your comfort zone. It's when you stretch yourself, challenge yourself, and push yourself beyond what you thought was possible that you truly start to grow. So the next time you have to undergo a change that feels like a challenge, a setback, or a curveball thrown your way, I want you to do something radical. I want you to embrace it. Instead of seeing it as a roadblock, see it as an opportunity for growth. Take me, for example. There was a time in my life when I faced a major setback. I was torn between leaving my 9-to-5 work and start up my own company. But I just go up one day and courageously handed over my resignation letter. I won't go into details, but let's just say it felt like the rug had been pulled out from under me. At first, things were tough and not as I had anticipated, but instead of wallowing in self-pity, I chose to see it as a chance to grow, to learn, to evolve. And you know what? That setback ended up being one of the greatest blessings in disguise. It forced me to dig deep, to tap into reserves of strength and resilience I didn't even know I had. And in the process, I discovered parts of myself I never would have found otherwise. Always view challenges not as obstacles, but as stepping stones toward your greatest self. Embrace the growth, embrace the change, and trust that everything happens for a reason. When you open yourself up to the possibilities and surrender to the flow of life, real magic happens. Every step forward, no matter how small, is worth celebrating. It's like adding a sprinkle of magic to your journey of self-discovery. So, I want you to pause for a moment and reflect on how far you've come. Maybe you've taken a leap of faith and pursued a new passion. Maybe you've overcome a fear that once held you back. Or maybe you've simply shown up for yourself in ways you never thought possible. Whatever it is, I want you to celebrate it. Break out the confetti, pop the champagne, or sparkling cider, if that's more your style, and dance like nobody's watching. Because you, my friend, deserve to celebrate every milestone, every achievement, every victory along the way. And last but not least, remember to be grateful always. Gratitude is like the secret sauce that adds flavor to our journey. When you take a moment to pause and express gratitude for how far you've come, for the lessons you've learned, and for the person you're becoming, something magical happens. You start to see the beauty in the journey, the silver linings in the setbacks, and the blessings in disguise. So, as you continue on your journey of self-discovery, I want you to remember this. Celebrate your progress, big or small, and never forget to express gratitude for the journey itself, for it's in the journey that we discover who we truly are and what we're truly capable of. So go ahead, my friend. Celebrate your wins, embrace your journey, and never forget to give yourself a little pat on the back along the way. You're doing amazing, and the world is better because you're in it. Cheers to you. Let's talk about the ripple effect of living authentically and purposefully. When you show up as your truest self, when you live with intention and purpose, you inspire others to do the same. Think of it like tossing a pebble into a pond. The ripples may start small, but they spread far and wide, touching the lives of everyone they encounter. So, I want you to imagine for a moment the impact you can have simply by being yourself. By sharing your story, your experiences, your journey of self-discovery, you give others permission to do the same. You show them that it's okay to be imperfect, to stumble and fall, and to get back up again. As you inspire others to embrace their own journey of self-discovery, you create a ripple effect that extends far beyond what you can see. You create a ripple effect of empowerment, courage, and authenticity that has the power to transform lives and change the world. Take me, for example. When I first started sharing my story and my experiences, I had no idea the impact it would have on others. But as I started to receive messages from people who resonated with my journey and who felt inspired to embrace their own authenticity, I realized the power of storytelling to create change. So, my friend, I encourage you to share your story, your experiences, your journey of self-discovery with the world. You never know who you might inspire, whose life you might touch, or what ripple effect you might create. And remember, the world needs your light, your authenticity, your purpose now more than ever. So go ahead, my friend. Be the pebble that creates ripples of change, and watch as the world lights up around you. As we bid farewell, I leave you with this final thought. Your journey of self-discovery is just beginning. Embrace every twist and turn, every challenge and triumph, knowing that each step brings you closer to living a life of purpose and meaning. I want to express my heartfelt gratitude to you for joining me on this journey. Your support, your engagement, and your presence mean the world to me. If you found value in this video, I encourage you to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more inspirational content. Together, let's continue to inspire and uplift each other as we navigate the beautiful journey of self-discovery. Until we meet again, stay true to yourself, embrace your journey, and never stop seeking the magic that lies within. Thank you, and may your path be filled with joy, purpose, and endless possibilities.